Morning. Check this out. I got a new intro title type theme. I'm gonna pause it real quick and you let me know what you think afterwards. Hang on. All right, I got 10 minutes. So let's do this. See what I did there? 10 minutes? So I'm trying to keep it in 10 minutes. I think I might go with that. We'll play with that. It's a work in progress. So no clue what life has in store with me this Monday, but we're gonna find out. I got 10 minutes to spend with you guys and just rattle off a bunch of shit that's in my head. And we're gonna see how that goes. So the first thing, and I gotta remember to do this pause thing, of course, because that's gonna keep it short. So we'll do that. All right, so I'm just gonna fire off a random shit that comes up into my mind that I recall that I was like, you know what? I should share that. First off, one thing you guys gotta know about me is I enjoy coffee. And I do enjoy coffee quite a bit. Stars and Stripes coffee is my go-to right now. I got a link in the description in my bios on my social medias. Check it out, do me a favor. And there's a veteran code, so when you find something you like, punch that in and I get kudos and it helps support me. It's a great mission. Find out a little bit more about it. I usually talk a lot about it on almost every video I got going on right now, so it's super cool. I like it, I dig it. As a vet, I appreciate the opportunity. So as I wait here on the corner, the first thing that I like to do in the mornings, if I get a chance to, outside of like getting the dogs out like a robot, because it's good to have a habit and a routine, I like to make my coffee. I like to stretch a little bit. But if I do have a chance, I like to watch comedy. I like to watch it indirectly. I like to listen to it while I'm getting ready and stuff. I'm a big comedy fan. I don't have a specific person, but I just like to listen to comedy. And it helps me laugh and be in a better, lighter mood. And it also brings to light a couple really interesting topics and questions. I thought it was pretty cool. And I got one, hopefully I can share it with you guys within these 10 minutes, that I thought was kind of interesting and gave me a couple different perspectives. It's outside of my own, obviously. I have no idea if I press record or if I press pause, but we'll probably find out later. So I'll recap it real quick. I like to listen to comedy in the morning. A couple things that usually pop up in my mind are sparked from that if I can. I was watching Demetri Martin, I think is the name, and I'm sure I got it wrong, but it's like the Overthinker or Overthinking comedy special. I like it. It was kind of funny. It's slow. It was a little slow build up, but it was really good. But it had me thinking of a couple things in a different perspective that related from yesterday, and I wanted to try to share it with you within these 10 minutes if I can. But first things first. So one of the first thoughts that really kind of stuck in my head I was going to share with you guys was I was getting ready. I was like, all right, I procrastinated enough, played some mobile video games, did some stretches, drank some water, and got my coffee ready to go. I might as well shower. And I don't know about you guys, but as a guy, I don't really buy shit for myself, so I utilize what's there. And I don't know if you guys have one of these things. It's called a loofah. Now, correction though, I just read the tag on one of these new ones, and it's called like a shower poof. Anyways, what really caught me off guard was, one, like a normal human being, I use it till the damn thing falls apart. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So I use it till it falls apart, and then I'm reading this tag, and it says there's different levels of, what's the word I'm looking for? Exfoliation, right? Big word. And the one that is new in there, it's soft or gentle. And then it also has this little thing where it says, hey, you should change them out every 30 days. And you should change your towel every 10 days or some shit. Do we ever follow rules? How many people change their bed sheets like once a week or whatever's recommended? We're kind of lax on it until something happens. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain that to you. So there's the first one, the loofah, the shower poof, right? If it wasn't for women in my life, I would probably still use a freaking a shower rag, a cloth, a shower cloth, a little scrubbing cloth. You know what I'm talking about, a little handtail cloth. Because they work, they're effective. You don't have to worry about soapy, suddy shit. You throw the shit on, you get a bar of soap, and you get shit done. And I'll be honest with you, today was one of those mornings where I was like, I'm gonna take one of those quick showers and get all the important parts. Everything else can just deal with it. What? I'm a guy, it happens. I throw a shirt on, some pair of pants, and some dad shoes, and I'm ready to go. Okay, not that bad. I think I got 2 topics out in 5 minutes. Pretty decent. I gotta pick up the pace a little bit. I already talked to you about coffee. I got loofahs, and I got comedy. Now, like I said, I watch comedy kind of get me in a happy, upbeat mindset. Sometimes I don't feel like getting up, and I know I should, keep a decent habit, a routine. And then I was sitting there in the shower thinking, you know what? What if there was a way for me to rejoin the military? And I was like, instantly, I turned that water to ice cold. And in my head, I was like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, let's go. Why aren't you done? Why aren't you done? And then I was like, fuck that shit. I turned the water back to hot and enjoyed my shower. And I was like, I don't have to be anywhere super fast. I don't have to get boots on, make sure my gear's ready to go, find out where my weapon's at, clean shit, and be somewhere and hurry up and wait for 3 hours. I was like, yeah, that's excellent. I can eat. I don't have to eat. I don't have to run. So I kind of talked myself out of it. So if you're ever in the path where you're a vet and you're thinking, civilian life sucks, I need to go back in. Just take a cold shower, hurry your ass up, go, 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 and then sit there and wait before you got to go somewhere. And then remind yourself that shit sucks sometimes. But if you're new and you want to join, definitely join. Target Recruiter. Make sure all your shit's in writing and keep copies of everything. That's that one. Ah, that's right. So I had to pause and kind of recollect my thoughts. So on the whole perspective thing and the comedy that kind of remind me of it. So went to this coffee shop. I won't name it, but I started to kind of like their coffee up here, and I was like, let me go try this other type of coffee that they had suggested. And I went up and I had 2 of my girls with me. We just did some birthday gift shopping for one of the other ones. Happy birthday to her yesterday. And we got that. We're like, I want to get a coffee. You know, what do you guys want? So they're sitting there like normal kids. They're trying to pick out a dessert, you know, whatever else. It's not Starbucks, so there's no cake pops, and they're kind of So the girl comes up 3 separate times, very short, very brief, was like, are you guys ready? We're kind of like, no, we're still looking. Walks away. Happens 3 times. So I'm thinking, wow, okay, I see where it's going. Scoffs, and then the little one's kind of hesitant on getting a drink or not. So the girl's obviously irritated, and I go with the impression that maybe she's just being shitty. And we talk about this in the family. Mind you, I have all girls, and they're kind of like, well, maybe she's having a bad day, or maybe that she's impatient, and she gets a lot of people who are indecisive, and then it was just the last straw, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't know. So that ties into this morning because the comedian that I was watching talks about this little piece where him and his wife go out. They order like avocado toast, gluten-free or some shit, and it goes into this big guy goes, gets it, and basically brings it back holding it instead of on a plate. And he's got one perspective on his impression of that whole thing, and then he sits there in his mind and he refocuses, and he's like, wow, maybe he was having a bad day, or maybe he's an asshole, or maybe he's just not smart. So he goes into 3 different perceptions of this guy. I sat there, I thought about it. What's the value in me sitting here being grumpy about some random girl that might be having a bad day? So I had to check myself, like, is it worth being grumpy? Probably not. So I'll let it go, and I'll probably go visit the coffee shop again because there's so many things to try. But I do make a shit ton of coffee at my home, and that's that right there. All right, a few seconds to hit one last topic I want to talk about, and that is depression. All right, as an individual who deals with that from time to time, I like to try to at least speak with it, and I'm usually bubbly, outgoing, very social, but you'll catch it because I'll get dark as far as communications, and I won't talk about too much. I'll be kind of quiet to myself. You won't see too many videos pop up. I won't be too active on it. And I try to do that, and I do social media so much just because I like to stay out of that headspace as much as possible. But there are times where even I do have those moments where I shut down and I get quiet and I don't do things I enjoy. So keep an eye out for that, and if you deal with that, you try to remind yourself to get out of that mindset, out of that headspace, and keep being sociable. You have a good one. That's 10 minutes. I made it. I'm out.